with a theory regarding a recent passing and more. This is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Talking about the late Hulk Hogan's past racist remarks and the controversy that came with it, Rob Van Dam noted on his one-of-a-kind podcast, Vince McMahon talking about Hogan's racial slur. I think that maybe, prospectively, in the overall picture, that could validly be played down a little. It's not like he murdered somebody, And just hearing Vince say, he makes mistakes, and he did make a mistake. And it was a really bad one, and he did pay for it. However he put it, I just thought, and he's right, but I just thought, man, for knowing Hulk like I know him, and then knowing that there are so many people that just choose to hate him that don't even know him, but they hate him because of the little bit they know about him, it just felt like those comments supported that kind of consequence or punishment. Like that thought process of, yeah, I get what you mean. I say this every week, but if somebody is a racist, I don't need other people in society telling me that I need to hate this person because he is a racist. And I'm not saying that Hulk is or isn't. I mean, you heard him in his own words say that he guessed he is, kind of, or whatever. So the point is moot. I'm just saying either way, it could be anybody. It could be you. If it turned out that you hate a certain race of people and you feel really strong about it, I might think that makes you stupid. But if everyone tells me that I need to hate you and they're telling me I need to hate you worse than an adulterer, worse than a wife abuser, shouldn't I be able to choose for myself which is the worst person and whether that has anything to do with where I meet this person on? You know what I mean? So having said that, there are so many people that think Hulk's a horrible person. And I kind of also think if somebody doesn't want their kid to marry someone of a different race, I think they should have the right to have those feelings. If it's a black family and they don't want their daughter to marry a white boy, I think they have that right. Now, the language, the rap, the slurs, all that, those are crimes in today's society. But still, for me, looking at the bigger picture and weighing out somebody that is a racist against someone that cheats on their wife, against someone that beats their wife, let's assume in rap culture, it's probably safe to assume 1, they probably don't like racists. 2, they might be okay with beating women because it's cool to give them a pimp slap. And adultering is cool because they all do it and get busted all the time. Like Offset cheated on Cardi B over and over and over until finally it seems like it split them up. I mean, they choose their own values and they're like, oh, he said the N-word, he's the devil, but they have that right. But we also have the right to take that into consideration with all the other factors that we want to include as well. Even some they're not including, like whether he's a good person or not, stuff like that, right? Asked how she separates criticism from noise, WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton told the Babyfaces podcast. So I definitely would say when I first got called up, people were nice to me. But then as you kind of get pushed, as you kind of get put into that top role, people turn on you a little bit. For me, I've gotten very good at not even checking social media anymore. I just scroll on TikTok. I've got such a good support system. My friends and family are amazing to me, and they always reassure me if I start having doubts within myself. Ultimately, it's about knowing your worth. If you believe the good, you have to believe the bad. So you have to take criticism sometimes, apply it, and just be self-aware. But for the most part, staying off social media has really saved my mental health. Honestly, people talking about me on the internet in a bad way, I think it's kind of silly. Those people would never be in my position. They'd never be the WWE Women's Champion. So why would I take criticism or advice from somebody I wouldn't even switch places with? That's my take on it. Talking about potentially joining All Elite Wrestling, former WWE star Jinder Mahal told TMZ Inside the Ring, not on that end, but I would have to see if the business makes sense. What's the storyline? Is there a plan for me, or am I just coming to do nothing? And yeah, just cause it's not a good feeling when you get paid every week and you're not earning it. I'm past that point in my life, past that point in my career. Whatever I do, I want to do something next level, whether it's in wrestling, in business, or in something else. I don't want to just coast anymore. So yeah, of course, I'd be open to it, but it would have to make sense on a financial level, on a storyline level, on a creative level. All of those things have to make sense. When it comes to how those backstage in WWE reacted to Naomi announcing her pregnancy and vacating her world title on Raw, Ringside News wrote that Naomi announced she was pregnant on the August 18th edition of Monday Night Raw, and now the backstage reaction to her news has been revealed. According to a report by Fightful Select, Naomi's pregnancy has led to huge creative shifts in WWE. Naomi relinquished the WWE Women's World Championship, which is still vacant, with no plans announced yet. Backstage at the Xfinity Mobile Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it was noted that everyone was really happy for Naomi and Jimmy Uso as they celebrated the exciting news. Naomi also revealed that she came to know she was pregnant on August 10th after years of struggling to try to make a baby. Naomi will be gone from WWE television for several months while she focuses on being a mother, so fans are obviously wondering how plans will change now. Giving his take on the possibility of Chris Jericho returning to WWE after his AEW contract expires, Booker T noted on his Hall of Fame podcast, people were talking about it, people talking about Jericho coming back, does Jericho fit into WWE right now? Yeah, I mean, look, to me, it's like Chris Jericho. He's like Edge or Christian. They'll always fit in. He's an original. He's an OG, you know what I mean? So yeah, I could definitely see Chris Jericho coming back. Responding to Becky Lynch pointing out everything she loved doing as a heel, Cody Rhodes said this on his What Do You Want to Talk About podcast. I have the complete opposite outlook. On all these metrics, on all of these measurables, I just don't have any interest in being a bad guy. I just don't know if I could do it. I don't know if my heart would be in it. Touching on those in WWE that want Alberto Del Rio to return to the promotion following his departure from AAA, Hugo Savinovich said this on Lucha Libre Online. And now let me touch briefly on Alberto. I told you yesterday I'd talk about this, knowing that important people like Roman Reigns want Alberto back. The problem isn't a big star telling the office, I don't want Alberto here. No, when a big star and other big stars say, you know what, Alberto deserves to come back because he's proven himself. This isn't about 1 month or 2 months. We're talking almost 4 years now. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre saw the segment where Rey Mysterio inducted Conan into the Hall of Fame. People wouldn't stop chanting. Rey Mysterio said, I'll bring him out right now. He said it. I know Rey Mysterio. He could have done anything else, but he chose to say, I'll bring him right now. Because in his heart, Rey wants Alberto back. But knowing that Roman Reigns respects him, and that stars like Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, the whole Samoan clan, Rey Mysterio, they all want him back, that says a lot. But now, with Undertaker heavily involved in creative, and knowing he, like Roman, wants Alberto back, Undertaker is ready to use his creative mind to elevate Alberto's character. With Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, the Samoans, Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, Conan, Savio Vega, all backing Alberto, it's clear. Roman Reigns doesn't just see Alberto's history, but also understands his cultural ties. The Samoan culture, like Puerto Ricans and other islanders, is about family, tradition, respect. When they call you brother or sister, it's for life. And the Samoans, Usos, Roman Reigns, they want Alberto back. Why? Because it's about justice. Nobody is perfect but God. And in the middle of all this, Roman Reigns wants Alberto back. That's why legends like Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Rey Mysterio, and yes, myself are saying it. WWE needs Alberto, and Alberto needs WWE. Thank you to Drew McIntyre, John Cena, Undertaker, Savio Vega, Conan, Rey Mysterio, Roman Reigns, the Usos, and more for speaking up. As Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns said, we need need this, man. It's time to bring Alberto back. Speaking about the recent passing of Hulk Hogan, Bubba the Love Sponge threw out a theory on his YouTube channel saying somebody made a mistake and somebody's covering up and somebody killed Hulk Hogan. That's what you're saying, my opinion. Now, mind you, let me pre-qualify my opinion by saying I was absolutely denounced as a nutjob, as a fat-ass loudmouth has-been shock jock, as a guy who had a personal axe to gain with Terry when I was the only person that was giving you the information that Terry was not doing well and that he might die. Eric Bischoff, Brian Blair, Jimmy Hart, Nick Hogan, they all said I was crazy. Hogan's personal physician, Dr. Fitzgerald, could have said run over by a unicorn, and no one would have contested it. There's no way to confirm. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.